Yo, what's going on guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to talk about the Humble Monthly Bundle for January, a free game that's also available on Humble, not the best game in the world, and an update to RPCS3. So let's talk about all of that in this video. First off, I'll cover the free game since I'm sure some of you guys might be interested in it. It's not the best game in the world, but what is free right now is the Bureau XCOM Declassified. Now, XCOM is a very popular series, but the Bureau wasn't the best game in the world. It was a third-person shooter and it had some cool elements to it, but obviously it's not at the level of the tactical RPGs. Still a decent third-person shooter, and a lot of people seem to like it more than me, so it is a free title. It goes for usually like $20, $5 during a Steam sale, but absolutely free on Humble right now. And this is an older title, so it's not too hard to run. I'll go over the system requirements real quick if you guys want to know if you can run it or not. For minimum requirements, you're looking at an Intel Core 2 Duo at 2.4 GHz or an AMD Athlon X2 2.7 GHz, 2 GB of RAM, a DirectX 9 compatible ATI Radeon HD 3870 or an NVIDIA 8800 GT. What a throwback that is. At the time of its release, the 8800 GT was an insane GPU. It's honestly one of the most popular graphics cards ever, so that's a little bit of a throwback for me. For recommended requirement, it's just a quad-core processor, 4 GB of RAM, and AMD Radeon HD 6950 or a GTX 560. Those are a little bit higher end. At the time of those two GPUs release, at this point, very archaic GPUs. You shouldn't have a trouble running this game if you have something newer. And as far as storage requirement, you're looking at 12 GB, so not too bad at all there. Also want to talk about the Humble Monthly this month because the early access is pretty damn good. Possibly one of the best months they've ever done in terms of the early access. For paying $12, right away you'll get access to the Long Dark, Quantum Break, and Warhammer Dawn of War 3, so that's pretty solid for $12, and of course, as is the case with Humble Monthly, you pay $12 now, and then at the first Friday of January, the rest of the bundle will unlock, and you'll get some pretty good games on top of these as well. To give you guys an idea of what you would get, December's month just unlocked for subscribers, and it was pretty good. The early access for that month was H1Z1. That kind of turned some people off, but the rest of the bundle was pretty good. You had Rivals of Aether, you had BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma, Extend, the fighting game, Nex Machina, Death Machine, that's a game by Housemarque, a very underrated studio. You had the Sexy Brutale, Strafe, a very cool first-person shooter. You had Passepartout, the Starving Artist, I think is how you say it. Haven't played that game, but another game as a part of the bundle this month, and Way of the Passive Fist. So that was a pretty solid month, and again, you got all of that for $12. I think it's pretty solid. As you guys know, I am sponsored by Humble, but I've been promoting Humble's content well before I was sponsored, so yeah, and this month is just really good. Right away, you're getting 3 solid games, and Quantum Break, when it does go on sale, I believe it doesn't hit anything lower than $20, and then you get the Long Dark and Warhammer Dawn of War 3 on top of that as well, and of course, first Friday of next month, you will get more games on top of that. Also, as a subscriber to Humble Monthly, you do get 10% off everything in the Humble Store, and a lot of the times, the Humble Store will match the deals available on Steam, so you get the deals that are available on Steam, but just 10% lower, so that's pretty cool as well. But enough about that. You guys want to check that out, I'll leave links in the description box. The free game being the Bureau XCOM Declassified and this month's Humble Monthly. I want to give you guys an update to RPCS3 as well. For those of you that somehow don't know, this is the PlayStation 3 emulator, and it's been making incredible progress over the last year or so. It's been running games incredibly well. Highly rated games such as Persona 5, and now titles such as God of War, Uncharted, Little Big Planet, Ratchet & Clank, Wipeout, Gran Turismo, and Infamous are running even better. The YouTube channel for RPCS3 put out a video going over some of the games. With Uncharted, it's still not playable, but it's getting there, and it's making a lot of progress really quickly. Ratchet & Clank seems to be making some progress. Again, it's a work in progress, but for the time that they've had, they've made incredible progress. Little Big Planet is running better, and one of the PlayStation 3's best games, Infamous 2, can finally get in-game. They're also getting progress done on The Last of Us and Killzone 3, so a lot of progress being done with RPCS3. Again, there's a lot of work to be done for this to be a real quality emulator, but if you guys know how crazy the PlayStation 3's design and architecture is, I never thought the PlayStation 3 would be emulated because a lot of developers have complained about the crazy cell architecture of the PlayStation 3 and why for a long time that made developing games on the PS3 very difficult. So I was just like, alright, a PlayStation 3 emulator seems a ways out, but the guys doing RPCS3 have been doing a great job. Again, probably going to take a couple more years before it's suitable and you're running a lot of games really well, but take as long as you need, because once a PlayStation 3 emulator comes out, that opens the floodgates to PC gamers experiencing a lot of games. And again, there's always that legality issue when it comes to emulator. For me, I bought the majority of these games when they released. I bought all of the Uncharted games, I bought the Infamous games. I bought the God of War game. So I've already done my part supporting the developers. I don't think it's that crazy if I emulate them, but some will disagree with me on that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure you check out that free copy of The Bureau XCOM Declassified. If you're interested, give the Humble Monthly a look this month. It's really solid. And let me know what you think about the progress that RPCS3 has been making. I'll leave links to everything in the description box down below. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.